hardest door to open isn't your prospects, it's your car door. I made over $1 million knocking doors before I ever sold a single software as a service subscription. And the day I closed my first AI client, I realized something that nobody was talking about. Selling software is just like knocking doors with way better margins. So 5+ years in door-to-door sales, I cleared over $1 million in take-home commissions just within solar. I'm not telling you this to flex because there's certainly a lot more people that have outsold me and have made millions of dollars in door-to-door. I'm telling you this because the same brain that helped me close those deals is the same brain that's closing these software as a service clients. Same muscle, different median, so stay with me. In solar, I lived and died by this funnel: 100 pitches, 40 conversations, appointments, sits, closes, installs, and paychecks. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, in door-to-door, you actually don't get paid when you make the sale, you get paid when the deal installs. So there's a lot of variables outside of your control, but each layer had a drop-off, and each drop-off had a number. If you don't know your numbers, you don't have a business, you have a hobby, right? And so what we would do is track, hey, how many pitches do I have this week? How many conversations did it lead to? How many appointments did I get? How many actual sit-down appointments did I have? And then out of the appointments that sat down, who closed and then who installed? So hopefully this makes sense so far, guys. Stick with me, and you're going to see exactly how door-to-door translates to software as a service. Super simple. For those of you guys that are looking to get into software as a service, you can catch some value from this. So with solar, you can close a deal on Tuesday, month 1, and not get paid until Friday, month 4, right? This is the part that nobody talks about. I didn't get paid when I sold. I got paid when glass hits the roof. That's the trap with door-to-door. It's one income. You have one product. You have one company. It's no different than a doctor who works 80 hours a week and makes $800,000 a year. It's like he never gets time to go spend with his wife, or they can't go do the things that they know they want to do. And so one of the things that, you know, is not only hard to fathom or understand is that not only are you getting paid from one person or one income, one company, you've got all of these controllables that are outside of your control. So permits, HOA, utilities, weather, cancels, like none of this is in your control. And as I mentioned, if you've been in the door-to-door industry, you've probably been told by your manager to just put your head down and keep selling, right? And so that was the conversation that I was quite frankly tired of having, and it was the same one that was the aha moment that flipped for me. So in solar, I was sitting in someone's kitchen asking them to sign a 25-year contract worth up to 150 grand to a stranger in their home in one sit. Then I started software as a service, and I realized if I can do that in person, picking up a phone and dialing is easier. The game was already won. I knew I just had to get started. Here's the translation. Save this slide, screenshot it. Knocking doors is like pulling list. Pitching at the door is like cold calling or DM. Doing a sit-down consultation is no different than a discovery call. Signing a contract is similar to onboarding a client. Glass on the roof is helping that client launch their product that you have to offer. And a paycheck is similar to monthly reoccurring revenue. Now, in the solar industry, you're not paid monthly reoccurring revenue. Every single day, every single week, every single month, you start over from zero, right? It doesn't matter how well you did last year, how well you did last quarter. The people in this door-to-door industry, right, focus on a different metric than people who are building monthly reoccurring revenue. So you have to ask yourself, what am I here for? To get a paycheck or actually develop and find freedom with what I'm doing? And so here's the exact play that I ran to get 0 to 1 clients when I got started. Here's the exact play that I ran to get my first client. Number 1, pick a niche, specialize in that niche. If you're going to work with contractors, understand how contractors answer the phone, understand how they write quotes, understand how and when they take calls. Build an offer, narrow down the problem. So if you're reaching out to contractors that don't have websites, your offer is super clear. Mine was AI smart websites, AI receptionists, missed call text back, Google automated reviews. These are all problems that currently are in every service-based business. Pull 200 leads, right? The same way I would go find a neighborhood to go talk to homeowners, the same way I pull and talk to business owners. Farm a zip code and get to work, right? Number 4, hit the course daily. Cold outreach, warm outreach, cold content, warm content. Number 5, track the funnel like a door knocker. So dials to conversations, conversations to book calls to shows, and out of the shows, closes. That's it. That's literally the whole play. Guys, for me, my first client came after 83 dials. And I know because I tracked it the same way I tracked my first sold solar deal. In solar, it was my first 150 doors. Software as a service, it took 83 dials, the same ratio, way easier game. There's not 10 degree heat. There's no dogs, no 4-month wait, just a phone and the discipline to pick it up. Okay, and this isn't theory. It's actually working. This is reoccurring revenue, real subscriptions, real DMs, real information, real payments. Same playbook, okay, working on repeat. As you can see here down in the bottom right, this is my first client, my first ever client, March 17th, 6:21 p.m. The customer texts me and says paid. And then if you look here on my Stripe account, you see at the very bottom, March 17th, 6:21 p.m. Since then, we've closed over 15 SaaS clients, and we're actually offering more services to our Rolodex. The lesson here is it has nothing to do with strategy. It has nothing to do with the tools. It has nothing to do with the niche. It has everything to do with you taking action. Just like I framed at the beginning of the call, the car door is still the hardest door to open, aka picking up the phone and actually dialing. If any of this hit or resonate for you, please leave a comment, subscribe. I'm going to be uploading more content, hopefully providing value around marketing, sales, travel, tips and tricks on social media. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Let's go.